Across the country and around the world, awareness is growing that the new generation of 5G wireless technology comes with a heavy price tag: privacy, security, public safety, property values, and of course, our health. Unfortunately, everyone will pay, whether they use the 5G service or not. In 2018, the U.S. National Institutes of Health completed the largest study ever conducted regarding the potential health impacts of cell phone RF radiation, the same kind of radiation that will be emitted from hundreds of thousands of 5G antennas that are being constructed in neighborhoods across the country. Scientists who reviewed the results from the groundbreaking study found clear evidence of cancer, heart damage, reduced birth weights, and DNA damage among the lab animals tested. So the issue of where exactly to put the new 5G antennas is a real concern. Families with small children don't want them nearby. Women who are or may become pregnant shouldn't live near them. People with implanted medical devices or compromised immune systems or sensitivity to radiation should avoid them. And anyone planning to sell their home knows that a 5G antenna on or near their property could make their home much harder to sell. Wireless companies are unhappy with the public resistance to 5G antennas. They're well aware that while everyone wants convenience, no one wants trouble. And so they came up with a plan to get their antennas into neighborhoods through the back door. It turns out the FCC had an old rule, the OTARD rule, which stands for Over-the-Air Reception Device, that allowed people to put antennas on their roof for cable TV and internet service. But according to the rule, the antenna had to be only used by the tenant or homeowner. The OTARD rule has never, ever applied to powerful transmitting antennas intended to blanket a neighborhood with wireless signals. Until now. Recently, at the request of the telecoms, the FCC voted to change the OTARD rule to allow the installation of hubs on private homes. Now, any homeowner can have a 5G antenna installed on the roof of their home, transmitting wireless radiation 24/7. Since the antennas will be on private property, there will be no hearing, no public notice, and no opportunity for neighbors to object. You might not even know about the new installation unless, of course, you had a meter to measure the radiation levels in your home. Salesmen from the wireless industry who will be knocking on your door to sell you this service probably won't tell you that facial recognition can be used to track your movements as soon as you step out of your door. Wireless transmissions containing personal data can be easily hacked. Antenna fires are not uncommon, and homeowner liability for health claims from their neighbors could cause bankruptcy, because insurance companies won't insure telecoms against health claims. We think this decision by the FCC, which has been called the most captured agency in Washington, is overstepping its authority and vastly increasing the public's risk without the public's permission. Only Congress can do something about this, and only public opinion will convince Congress to get involved. And that's where you come in. Your voice, your letters, your calls, and your respectful insistence on being heard have the power to undo the FCC's decision. Here's how. First, be sure your neighbors know about the OTARD decision and the risks it poses to them and their families. Ask them to sign the No OTARD Pledge. Next, send a letter to the editor of your local paper, alerting people in your community to the risks of the OTARD decision and the recent government studies that prove wireless radiation is harmful. And finally, pick up the phone or send an email to your representatives in Washington. Tell your legislators that the FCC's decision on OTARD is putting all Americans at risk and must be reversed. The time to act, to protect your own privacy, security, safety, property values, and the health of your family is right now. For more information about this and other wireless issues, please visit americansforresponsibletech.org/OTARD.